I actually messed up, and as of recording, I have not published the previous video that I have recorded already. So, if you're seeing that one, or if you're seeing this one and you haven't seen that one yet, you should, I guess, go check it out if you feel so inclined or want to. Uh, this one is going to, I think it's just games of me versus myself. No, I think I have like one game against Blue Eyes that I somehow managed to win. I thought was cool. Oh, that's a really nice look for the Ice Barrier card. I forgot how nice the alt art for Medallion is. I really love the Medallion alt art. It looks so nice to me. Anyways, back on topic. So, I actually have made yet another Mascus list. I still haven't really touched Cybers, although I've gotten a few more Cybers cards. I've gotten a few more Waters. My Dragon list is still, like, it's in the beginnings. We're slowly building something up. I didn't even realize, I don't think to the full extent, like, oh yeah, I just have Striker Dragon too, so I could just make this a big idiot, or I could make a Link too if I need. So that's quite nice. I also have these 8s that I could theoretically make because I'm playing this too. And I have this guy, DMZ Dragon. Says once per turn, target a level 4 or lower dragon monster in your grave and a dragon monster you control. Equip that monster in your graveyard to that monster on the field as an equipped spell that makes it 500 attack. Or gives it 500 attack. And then at the end of the damage step, if your monster had an equipped card attacked, you can banish DMZ from the grave, destroys many cards that are equipped to it, and then it can make another attack. I have this in here because I actually pulled Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, which is the extra deck lock one, and I think that while it's equipped to a monster, even as a spell that's giving it 500 from DMZ Dragon, I think it would actually do the extra deck lock, which is kind of cool. Let's see if I can get out of here real quick. Fire Warrior is still the same. Zombie, I believe, is still the same. I don't remember if it's the first video or if it's the second video I recorded but haven't uploaded that was me primarily using this deck. But I really like this one. I hope I can get some more good zombie stuff, because, like, this deck is so cool, man. Like, I've always loved the vampire cards just because of Domain. I didn't play it in Duel Links, sadly, but, like, I loved the aesthetic of the vampires. Like, having Domain, like, drinking the blood to, like, take the life points, and then, like, using Grimson, or I think it's, like, Scarlet. I don't have Scarlet. Like, Vamp or Scarlet, like, I love them so much. It's like, it's so, like, it's so difficult to pull these cards, but I'm getting there. Oh, crap. There we go. And here is the current list that I've been using. I think I'm actually going to switch to something else, because, like, this list is okay. Like, the issue I'm running into is any game that I don't open exactly Buzzsaw Shark or Vanishing plus a name or Winder or Regulator, if I open a game that doesn't have any of those in hand, most likely I'm losing, because I don't have any way to generate any form of advantage, and I have to use all of my resources just to get rid of one thing usually. So it's like, ugh. But I think the MVP of this deck is That's 10. Oh my gosh, this thing is so clutch. Like, my other account has 2 copies of Clockwork Knight, which Clockwork Knight essentially is doing the same thing, because it's giving all of your stuff 500 and all of your opponent's stuff minus 500, which is essentially giving everything you have plus 1,000. But this just does get you plus 1,000, or it gets you a continuous trapped monster that you can summon immediately. So I made a madolche list, because from one of my victory packs that I got from a match today, I pulled a madolche card I didn't know existed. So, if you recall from the first one, I had shown that I had madolche Dessert. Target 2 effect monsters on the field, including a madolche. Return those effect monsters to the hand or extra deck. Then you can summon a madolche monster from your hand or extra deck with attack less than or equal to the total original attack of those monsters. And then if a madolche card is shuffled from your grave or deck while this is in your grave, you can attach it to an Xyz monster you control. Doesn't really matter. However, I pulled Madolche Promenade, which says target a face-up card your opponent controls, and one Madolche monster you control are in your grave. Negate the effects of that opponent's card until the end of this turn, and if you do, return that monster to the hand. Now, I thought this at first said target a Madolche monster you control and an opponent's card. No, it says Madolche monster you control or is in your graveyard. So if you have Link summoned Fresh Sistart or Mini Meowcaroons, especially Mini Meowcaroons, you will have a Madolche engraved because you need Madolches to be able to make these. Which means this just reads you get to Simple Spoils Silvera, a card, and it's getting you a Madolche back. So let's say you used Hoot Cake to start your combo. Dude, you can just add Hoot Cake back, normal summon the Hoot Cake next turn, and you're going crazy! Like, I never open Hoot Cake anymore, or get him when I need him, but it is fun to do, and I'm getting so tired of having the stupid Raid Raptors that do nothing, or having the stupid Shark and Fish cards that are doing nothing. So, because I love That's 10 so much, and then this deck is playing both of my Madolche continuous spells as well, I'm like, you know what, screw it, I got 2 Metaltron for a reason, let's use them! So, I am also using pretty much every good continuous trap monster I have, which includes Statue of Anguish Pattern, which is quite nice because it is destruction. Assuming I can get this and several others, this is interruption of my opponent's turn, which is quite nice. But like, I want to be able to play a list that isn't what I've been playing. Oh, you might notice over here, I pulled Rising Rebellion Falcon, which I do not have a way to make. But if I ever do have a way to make it, that would be cool. I probably should put a second target for Metaltron on the off chance that I maybe get to do it twice in one game, but I think if I get to do Metaltron twice in one game, then that's just a game I don't think I was supposed to win, but it was supposed to get close. Because currently the only target for him is this, Rafflesia, which would do nothing, and Garenosaurus, which would do nothing. So I have another card I could put, which is that DDD fusion monster that I have. But like the only card in my extra deck I think I'm willing to get rid of now is Appaloosa, which like again, I hate this card so much. Like it feels like a trap to be playing this. Like I feel like anytime I have the opportunity to make Appaloosa, it's not a good one. Because against a competitive deck, it's not going to matter. It's only against not competitive decks that Appaloosa would like. It's like I have to have Appaloosa and have them on like literally only one card. Because I'm usually making her with 3 materials, so she's at 24. And if I have 4 materials, there is no way make Appaloosa with 4 materials is the best play I have when I own Rafflesia. So, I don't know. You know what? I think I've talked myself into it. I will get rid of her. It seems my highest thing that I'm always making in my accounts is Link 3s. Oh yeah, I pulled Duca Demise. I don't know if this will come up, but hey, I got it later. Where is it? There it is. Related. Apologies if you hear me coughing a lot. I think I'm like losing my voice. I was shouting a lot during some schoolwork. I hate calculus. Me who watches this in the future is gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's get to the games. Replay. Let's see. Yep. So here's some of the replays from the previous video you'll be seeing if you check them out. I initially had myself go against the worm version of my Masochist list that has a bunch of Tengyis, but honestly, the fact that it has a bunch of Tengyis just makes it nigh impossible to beat. Because, just for reference, so if you haven't seen the previous video, you know what I'm talking about. This Masochist list has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Tenyi names, plus 2 Vessel. So pretty much any hand is going to have guaranteed Tenyi name. And then I've got 3 copies of Incoming Machine. So pretty much every hand is going to have guaranteed Zoa, which gives me guaranteed Metal Morph into Swordsman, which is Burn. Plus all the fact that like, these are just free specials. Cool, that's a free tribute for Behemoth. Plus Clockwork Knights. It's like, good heavens, man. And then I got this for back row stuff. I got this because I can, like, if I have Clockwork Knight up, then this can even grab a Blue Eyes, which is nice. So it's like, good lord, this is, like, powerful. So I swapped it out for the non-one. It's not as strong, but still strong, I'd say. Because instead of having a billion Tenyis, it's got much, much more removal and cards that, like, stick around. And we got so many crawlers. So, like, if a crawler ever gets flipped up, it has to be dealt with by battle. And then we still have Clockwork Knights, which is like, gah! And then it just has a bit more of a wide Xyz pool. Just because I have more big, but, like, let's see. Removal, spell and trap removal, gets me either or, sets up my graveyard, usually with Ret Time, Reviver, Emitter, or Rickapetal. Removal for spell traps, monster removal, essentially monster removal, monster removal, monster removal, monster removal, and he's hard to out. Hard to out if I can make him, and burn. Free summons. Big guy. Like, usually I'm able to make him, and then I end up drawing this, so I get him back. So it's like, cool, out my 3100 idiot. And then occasionally I also draw Gizmek Orochi, and it's like, wow, you are even more dead. But anyways, let's get to these matches. First one was against Blue Eyes, I believe. Correct. This was one of the Blue Eyes decks of all time, that's for sure. I'm very lucky they weren't playing the new stuff, because if they were, I would probably be screwed. I'm pretty sure they had 2 of these at one point, or they had one at one point and they didn't use it, and it made them lose, but oh well. This first game, it was like, ugh, I was so stressed doing it, because I'm like, I really want to get the win. I think I was coming off of like a very big lose streak, not like egregious numbers like some of the Masochist accounts I've seen have had, but like pretty big ones. Also, I just got a deja vu moment. Anyways, we'll start with that's 10. Normal summon the Winder, search the adjuster since I already have the trap. Set trap, pass. As long as I can live and nothing gets destroyed that easily, I've got everything immune Metaltron access. They go trade in, pitch Nebula, I'm like, uh-oh. They go normal summon Sage, I'm like, oh, it's Blue Eyes. Crap. And then they search that, I'm like, okay, maybe not as bad. I'll get my counter up. Then they go Wishes, and I'm like, oh, well, that sucks if they get the Spell Trap Banish guy. And they search Roar, and then they get Sage. I'm like, okay, so they have Roar and Sage in hand. That is what's known. So I get my token. Or my counter. And they go Maiden. So remember, Roar and another Sage. They go Bingo Machine. They reveal 3 Blue Eyes. Now they have Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes, Roar, Sage, Unknown. They Sage their Sage and get Jet. I get my counter. They go Battle Phase. They don't even return this to the hand. They just kill it in battle. Then they summon Blue Eyes from hand. Boom. Now it's Roar and 1 Unknown. They summon Maiden. I get my counters up. Boom, I get another counter. They go Blue Eyes, I take the hit. Main 2. They made Hope Harb. And I'm like, dang it, now I can't activate that's 10 anymore, because then they negate it and steal it. So I just gotta let this go through. So in case they get the banish guy, I want to get the power reserve, so I can summon this guy, although I can't activate him. I just want him out of the deck. So they summon another jet, and I get to summon my adjuster, and pass. So I'm like, well, I can make Metaltron immune to everything, but they can just crash. So I'm like, I can't do that. And then all their stuff is protected from Jet, so I have to deal with Jet. So I decide to go with Raider's Knight into Blaze Falcon, then use Blaze Falcon to kill the Jet, because Blue Eyes is underneath this. I can then crash my Greatel Cobra to steal his Hope Harb, and then go direct. He uses the effect to set because he can't special summon. So he has he has 2 roars and an unknown. So I go this, I activate my effect to destroy Maiden in White, and then I go this. Had I switched this to attack, I would have had game this turn. So I was like, crap, I really hope I didn't punt. I'm like, okay, I need this to hit. Thankfully, I was lucky and I got Bigfoot to hit itself. Bye-bye True Light. No more True Light, that's great for me. So I link these 2 off. For Nightmare Phoenix, is like, I just gotta put them on nothing. So I decided to hit the unknown because I was worried. And it was talent. And I was so glad I did that because I'm like, oh, they would have just taken their Hope Heart back. So then they go Stone to get back Jet. And they drew a Baldrake. So they Baldraked my Metaltron. So then now they have Jet, Roar in hand, Baldrake, Roar on field, 1 unknown. So I'm like, okay, I just have to negate Roar, and I think I'm fine. I still don't know why he didn't do this the first time, because if he did this, he'd have another Blue Eyes, and then he could actually use this effect this turn to fusion summon. So it's like, what the heck? So I'm like, okay, I know that's probably Roar. We're just gonna go Battle Phase and win. He had something he could activate. I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, it was True Light. He had True Light, but guess what? I've still got his Blue Eyes attached to my Hope Harb. So I was like, oh, thank God I did not throw that game harder than I already did. This next game was against Hero. I'm assuming, yeah, it's like the Hero structure you could buy, but with Simone. Some of their cards they probably already had thrown in. They're definitely not playing a good version. No Stratos. That... No Stratos, a million regular polymerization, freaking Time Seal, 1 Book of Moon, like what? The fact I was close to losing this made me so mad. It's those cards that just say can't be destroyed by battle. They demand so much resources out. By the way, these 2 games are not the madolche list, as you probably can tell. So I'm going first. Of course, like always, Gadget Trio, and I open one of the strongholds. I hate that. Go Regulator, get Winder Adjuster. Hey, by the way, look, both games I got to open a way to the trap. And then that gave me a way to maybe do something. So I send the Butterfly. Oh, this game had, I think this was the one that had a really nice interaction. It might have been my game against myself. I had a game that showed up a really neat interaction between all of my cards, and it let me, like, at one point my board was just, like, 1 monster, or no, it was 2 monsters, and at the end it's 4. So they Rhoda for the Vision here of Ion. I'm like, crap, okay, I don't want them to get poly access. So I purposely summoned my Stronghold. They send Shadow Mist. I'm like, he's gonna get the 1 guy that gets him increase, but I just gotta prevent him from getting poly. So I blow up my own trap monster and then his Vion. Like, well, he can still get it, but he has to spend more resources. So he gets Spirit of Neos. I'm like, oh, that's strange. And then he passes. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go Power Reserve. We're gonna summon out the Chrono Quarter again. Draw into Phantom Knight Swords. We're just going to normal summon Trio, get the last copy of Stronghold, and we can turn these 2 idiots into Grenosaurus in case I get destroyed. He goes 19 and summons the Known Spirit. He can search Poly or a spell trap, so I'm like, whatever, we're just gonna get rid of him and put him back into the deck, so I can deal some damage this turn. So now this Rafflesia is useless! So he gets Poly, and I'm like, that sucks for me. So I just set 2 more and pass. Because this can only put face-ups, by the way. So you go to the Poly, they search. They send 2 Blaze and 1 Neos to make Trinity. And then since they are a fool, they hit Power Reserve first, and then they didn't kill Rafflesia second. So when they killed Granosaurus, I got to use Regulator to summon itself back and Granosaurus to destroy the Trinity. Here comes the Regulator. They use Miracle Fusion, banish the Neos and the Blaze Man to get Infernal Rage. And I'm like, I can't let them get favorite cards, so I stopped them from getting a favorite card by using Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare. I'm like, okay, I've got no more Trap Hole cards, and Rafflesia is useless here, and I can't use this Regulator. They go Normal Summon Blaze Man, add Poly. I'm like, dude, if that's just a monster and you can make the sunrise, and you're better. Thankfully it wasn't. So I go Stronghold and End. Honestly, I have that stat, I should have saved this. Drew into the Imperm, quite nice. Go Reaper Docus. Change this idiot. And now we got Raw 10 access. So I'm like, cool, I have lethal. I just pop this, attack direct, and then on damage calc use that. He drew the frickin' Spirit. And then he adds favorite contact. I'm like, okay, he's got favorite contact, polymerization, this idiot. I'm screwed. Let's get rid of the idiot, so he has to get, like, he has to find a way to get to a monster, gets him 2. He draws, sets 3. I'm like, okay, Poly, favorite contact, 1 unknown. I draw Duster. Get those cards out of here. He goes favorite contact and chains Time Seal. Summons the Shining Neos Wingman. Notably, he's big and he can't be killed by card effects. Goodbye, Poly. He activates it, but the Imperm that I drew last turn is there to save me. I can negate him, which then makes him also no longer protected from card effect destruction. Go Battle Phase, destroy him, and swing for a game! Bye-bye! Man, my, like, sinuses are killing me right now. Holy. Okay, it's the last of the ladder games. On to the dual room games. So, these are 2 matches against myself on my PlayStation. I will make it known, while yes, I'm showing the wins, I am constantly losing to my PlayStation deck. There are so many times where I'm drawing hands that just do nothing, because my PlayStation deck has so many cards that, in a limited sense, demand an out immediately or you lose. And because of how my PlayStation deck is, there's so many cards that just put you in such a horrible situation where it's like there's no coming back. Clockwork Knight especially. I'm so glad I have Nightmare Phoenix because it means I have an in-deck way of like outing Clockwork Prison, but it requires all of my resources that are meant to go towards Xyz plays to be used to go towards a Link play for just a Link to discard 1 card to destroy 1 card, and it's like, cool, he still has every idiot in his deck is bigger than me. He is in me, I guess. But anyways, on to the first game. Actually, I don't even remember what game this one was, but it was the one I felt most proud of. I think this is the one that I got to do the madolche combo part. And in case you're new here, when I play against myself, I play as if how I legitimately would against another opponent. In this duel time, though, I pretended that like the situation was that I know my opponent's playing Masochist as well. So I draw, I get a madolche, I'm like, okay, well I have Regulator and I have Winder. Well, now that I remember his effect, let's make an Xyz play to do something. Go Xyz for Raider's Knight, so I can destroy the Danger Thunderbird, and be able to kill this. So I go this first. Then I decide, okay, let's go Battle Phase. I'm like, okay, you take less damage. I'm still getting rid of the set, though. Summon the Time Thief Winder, because this thing's going to die anyways. It's not going to matter. Use this to get access to the trap card. Set 3. So already this deck's in a horrible situation. But I mean, they have Glial, top deck Subversion, like, Smoke Mosquito into Link Karibo's pretty nice. Go Power Reserve here. And then I summon back Regulator, because during the end phase this will die, and trigger Chrono Quarter. See, that was the interaction I was talking about. So now I have all of my Time Thieves back besides Adjuster. It's like, cool. So I go Xyz these two for Rafflesia, because I don't have a Trap Engrave, so I can use Rafflesia to send Tretch and pop 2. Boom. Then normal summon Chevalier, Link 2 and a Nightmare Phoenix just to get a generic Link 2 and make no more normals. I was supposed to go to Battle Phase first, but I wasn't thinking. Dual Link's Brain. So turn these into Meowcaroons, and now with Meowcaroons, I search Promenade. So I can set Fiendish Golem and Promenade, which I can use Fiendish Golem to target Meowcaroons if I want. So this Subversion they drew doesn't really matter, because I have Promenade. So I just use Promenade, and I get my Chevalier back. Subversion gets negated. It's like, we got Metal Flame Swordsman, and like Zoa can get normal summoned here, and then boom, use that to get into Metal Flame Swordsman, but the issue is just I have so many ways to remove it right now. So I can just, boom, Fiendish Golem, it's gone. And another thing about Meowcaroons, it has the effect to target a monster in your grave and shuffle it into the deck, and then you get to summon and then you have to summon a madolche from your hand. And then it locks you into, I believe it's only madolche monster effects for the rest of the turn. But you can use it to shuffle back non-madolches. Meaning if you have cards like, say, my Raider's Knight, that's spent, but he does still have a use if I can make him again, because I have that second Grave Raptor card I play, I can shuffle him back and use him again later. Or, I think in one of my matches, I did it for a Sprite Elf. So I was able to return a Sprite Elf to my extra deck, and then I can make the Sprite Elf again to get like the Wind-Up Kitten loop. Which, if I'm remembering, I think this might be the Wind-Up Kitten game. Yeah, this is the Wind-Up Kitten game. So I made myself go second, and this hand on the other side is pretty nice. Incoming Machine to set up a Zoa play, Crawler Axon, or Spine, probably Spine. I decided, okay, I get a free summon, I'll just summon out the Kitten. So whatever you make, I can bounce it with Kitten. They go Clockwork Knight, set to pass. Soon as possible, Flame-Coated Metamorph. Get out the Swordsman. I go, that's 10. That's 10 really sucks against this card, because every activation burns you for 500. So I go Kitten to try and bounce this to the hand, get rid of it, but I get Fiendish Chain. Well, that's 2 more triggers on that's 10, and I think that's worth it. So I'm taking another 1,000 damage from this. So I go normal summon Chrono Quarter, Link summon Sprite Elf, because everything is known but the set card. So I go Sprite Elf, get back Kitten, deal a bit more damage to myself, deal even more damage to myself, it's another 1,000, then go Kitten, return this idiot to the hand. Boom, he's gone. That's 10, And now I'm almost back up to where I was before for attack points. So I shuffle it back, get incoming machine. I get a token or a counter. Now I'm back to normal. Incoming machine for the Zoa. I get a counter. Zoa, flip up the spine, kill this sprite elf. I get a counter. Go battle phase, take out the cat. I decide to take the 31 because I'm like, I just need to play risky and guarantee a rank 4. Because none of these are special summon, but I also don't want to destroy any of these by card effect. So some of these get more counters. I drew Canadia, so I'm like, okay, I want to find a way. Like, I need to find a way to get this to 10 on my turn so I can search the trap, the stronghold, so I can summon him, which gets me extra body. So I was like, okay, do I want to do Pitch Paleozoic Canadia, which could technically trigger off something later, like the trap monster itself, or so that I could use Ticket to get a token, or do I pitch Ticket for something? Because I'm like, I need to get rid of Clockwork Knight if I want to have any chance in this game. So I'm making Phoenix here, and I still have my summon, so it's like, okay, if I make Phoenix here, I can go Phoenix, pop Clockwork Knight, and then I could summon the Raid Raptor Sharplanius, use him to put like the Zoa to defense. So then that's another one, triggers this. So whatever I keep in hand is going to have to help me. I think I ultimately decided to get rid of the Canadia, but I probably should have gotten rid of the Ticket, in all honesty. So go this, discard Canadia. It's no longer attack difference. Now I'm the big one. Go normal summon, and then I just go battle phase. Let's just beat both of these real quick. Because I can use this on myself if needed. I decided to activate the Ticket. Again, I probably should have just done Canadia so I have something for interaction. Because now I make Stronghold. I activate that's 10 again. Fake me did the Primite Howl now so it doesn't get a token. I chained Canadia here, but I shouldn't have. I should have chained it to myself. So then I get 2 counters instead of 1 counter. Or I get no counters from this. But now I'm like, okay, well, I can turn that to defense. That's cool. That's another counter. I get rid of these, make Sprite Elf, because hey, that's a link to. And then use this to get back the other Sprite Elf. That's another counter. So now, technically, all of my cards, or my Sprite Elves are at 1700 right now. So, they drew into Metal Flame Swordsman again to get Incoming Machine again. So then they go Incoming Machine, get back the Zoa, then go that's 10, go Zoa, I go that's 10, they're at 19. So I could have also made, just straight up made the Topologic Link 3 that I have here, which would guarantee to get over 1, but I wanted to, like, threaten battle phase to force the elves to use the effect now, so that I don't have to, like, play around it later. It's a bit difficult. So I'm like, okay, let's just do it now. So I fake go battle phase. I use the elf to just, I'm like, I won't get Kitten, I'm just gonna link to that's big. Another counter, so that's even bigger. Now I made Azalea Temperance, because I have so many spells, I can banish a spell and just take this elf, another counter, then go battle phase. I use this just to take 100 less damage. So everything I have is bigger than this now, pretty much. So I draw, of course I draw the second stronghold, so I can't use this to get another one. So I threaten battle phase. They use Primite Howl to take, which makes him go down. It gives me another counter, so I just smack into this. I should have honestly smacked into that, because it would have just been more damage anyways, but I wasn't really thinking. I literally purposely put it to be co-linked so that nothing can be destroyed by battle. But I didn't think, like, oh yeah, let me just attack the Phoenix anyways. So I'm like, okay, I'll just turn my 2 idiots into 1 big idiot. Boom. And I purposely put him here so I can maybe put, like, a Cerberus here and start a lock. So I draw a card, it can't help me. I'm like, okay, we'll just get Stronghold, and now on, everything is getting 1,000. I don't need, like, I can't use this anyways, so everything's just 1,000 vigor. Top deck, Hoot Cake, this game is over. Go Hoot Cake, Banish Regulator, get Angeli. Angeli effect, tribute yourself, get the Butler Rusk. I could have just gone Battle Phase and killed, but I was like, let's say I don't know what I'm going up against, like in terms of like what this set is. Let's try and play safe. Make Fresh Sistart. Now here's the fun thing. I could have honestly just stopped on Fresh Sistart, because I forgot. I knew this first effect, that while it points to a Madolche monster, the Madolche spell traps can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. What I didn't notice was the second effect, that if she would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can shuffle Madolche from the grave into the deck. That's really cool, because that essentially reads, oh cool, if she would die, add a monster from your grave to your hand. So like add Hoot Cake to your hand. So I've had Sistart for a while, and I've had Hoot Cake for just as long. I was just using Hoot Cake to make like Codebreaker Virus Swordsman. I could have just been making this because she lives more than he does. She's just got smaller attack. But I mean, right now she's at 2,500 Bingus because that's 10. So I use her and the Trap Monster to make Meowcaroons. Now with Meowcaroons, I search out the Promenade, and Meowcaroons and this can't be destroyed by battle because they're co-linked. So I destroy monster by battle, I get to do 1,000 damage, we go battle, kill that. Had this been like mimicking Maneater Bug, then that would have been very bad for me, because like I know that's one of the cards I have in this deck. Because I would like pop the Meowcaroons, it's like, oh man, that really sucks. Because then he can't be killed by battle. But look, once again, I have Subversion, it gets negated by Promenade. And it's even better this time, because instead of grabbing back a Chevalier, I get to grab back a Hoot Cake. And then, this will trigger the madolche ticket, which is mandatory. So like, cool, I'll get Chevalier. So I draw Trap Trick Shrapnel Nightmare. This game's, I was just showing off what I could do here. So with this, I can return the Sprite Elf, like I mentioned before. I have Madolche Hoot Cake, I'll just banish the Chrono Quarter. I could have just banished this instead, it's probably better. So I summon the Marble Maid, the normal summon the Chevalier to make Nightmare Cerberus, and now all three of these monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It's like, ah. Oh. And then if Hoot Cake dies, he gets back to the deck, and then guess what? Ticket gets me Hoot Cake back. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been so badly wanting to play another Masochist deck that wasn't just my Maso 3 list that I've been doing. Literally, this is the literal third Masochist list I made for this account. Like, and it's just been slowly been, like, Ship of Theseus into what it is now. But this is the third list I ever made. And I have all these other Masochist lists I made. Like, I made the Fire Warrior one next. And then, as you can see, the Cyburst, then the Water, then I made Zombie, then I made Dragon, now I made Madolche. It's like, I so badly want to be able to play these other Maso lists I have, because I'm getting so many cards from so many different archetypes and stuff, but I just don't have the ability to yet. So, I'm currently in Gold, which sucks, because the amount of wins you can get once you reach Gold, it's a freaking plummet. But I'm hoping I can keep getting a few wins and keep getting some good cards to pull some cool synergies together. I know that's a thing that me and MPT have in common, of really loving stupid, cute, small synergies that don't really do anything, but like, we love them. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching it. I've been always just making these for myself to come back and look in, I don't know, however many years, and see how I was feeling and like what I was doing, I guess, and like look back on how I was with like old friends and stuff. But I'm surprised that so many people have actually watched my stuff. I think as of recording, my Snake Eye, or not Snake Eye, it's like a White Forest Azamina K9 video, and then my combo guide video are the most viewed videos on my channel with like over 100 views. I'm like, that's cool. Anyways, have a great day, and don't forget to drink your water. Woo!